So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Coleman. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They will run again with Coleman. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 34-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Davis now. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down. That's Davis. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the wideout in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gardner. And the big tight end shifting around. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Davis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief. $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 81 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Ryan, and Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Room to run inside the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he spins through. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Now Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores. running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. The tight end in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Freeman again. And he's got room. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 36 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, that's Davis. And he's got some space here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vic Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Here we go. it's Wilson on fourth down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. 33 yards. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side around the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. With Freeman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. First down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Slot man moves right. Play action. Now Wilson. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The slot man in motion right. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man.
I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks.
Amen, what's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen. I here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for us 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen.
I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see movie. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep.
Amen.
Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah.
Amen. People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen.
Man, what it meant to me. Everybody try to take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on the remedy. I cannot let it get into me. It's playing a toll on me, meant to me.
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' as on photo with a on your brodo. Cause that Dodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, also Allen Temple. Also England Mountain. Also Mystic Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream, dusted roll. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on bold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick Flair flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy fat say with 3 S's. Hit the S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank accounts on Goofy. They say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of My garage is full of hoops. It's got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sex? Daddy fat, y'all never ball back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting and feast big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet. Boy, I swear now it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or at that bone that never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, now get down on the.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah, amen. That boys in that game win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Steady like my persona. Going up. Remember no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad flying. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. No low. Got string on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah, amen. That boys in that game win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Steady like my persona. Going up. Remember no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. Woo. I was coolin'. I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fastest Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah, that boys in that game win. Check. Going up. We in it,
Yeah, I've been since my early days. I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pan the camera. Please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt you. I will silence my brain, scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. Couple problems, my cash ain't help. Human issues too strong for tissue. False provider, war masked by wealth. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. The vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do. Deja vu from a bayside view. I see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed, wrist and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too. Boo, first class seats is overrated. Won't go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA
Yeah,
Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game.
boy.
We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson's Steelers.
It's just off.
Skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to
I thought we only played two of them, though. I thought this was our third one.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. You know what? I couldn't remember neither. And I ain't talked to you since, like, yeah. And I couldn't, you know what? And I thought so, too. I thought so, too. I'm like, I never did see you on the thing or whatever. So, like, you know, I think I texted you actually what you on. You know what respond. I didn't think you responded either.
Blair Walsh of the Seahawks approaches and kicks.
Yeah, because I was in the extra or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't remember. Yeah, shit, when them days go by for me, although I can't, you know, shit. I'll be over goddamn getting blitzed and shit. What's going on? Yep. You got a lighter? You need yours. Hold on.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Man, cut it out.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that gave you that jump. He supposed to drop that. You know he's supposed to drop that. That was just a regular catch. What last one?
And now here's a carry heading left. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Pop the top on this thing. Hey. You supposed to be on this.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very
big B's, no honey.
First drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a handoff as they run left side.
Match him every time.
His way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Mills Lane in the house, baby. That's it, son. You're done.
Side of the ball held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The left side completion to Jones. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Nice.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get to him quickly.
You can get no field goals now. I got to play zone the whole way down the field. Y'all ain't get no field goals.
So it's 2nd and 9.
They certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much
that's all I gotta do. I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, because I feel like this defense, you can't do nothing else on this defense.
Otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
I try to get back up there so quick, trick the shit out of your ass. You see me? I don't think I wouldn't even try to go way out there. I just want to trick the shit out of here one time. I think I was stuck in the middle of the old line, kept trying to run back. I knew you would have thrown it though. I wouldn't dare what you call it. I wouldn't dare do that crazy ass stuff there. Huh?
Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Call it no gain, and it's
yes, sir.
2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again.
You gotta start trying to get up and now. You get up and now.
3rd and goal at the 1. It's Coleman here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed,
get up in here.
the wrong direction.
I told you so, baby. That was a mistake. The other game was there. It was a mistake.
To bring up 4th.
That's how you're going to be kicking field goals all game.
Is up and good. And the
you know that, right?
are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a 15
That's what I wanted.
I can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, you only put 3 points on the board. It has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Man, you crazy. Man, why can't I just have some skills or something, man? Why I gotta be getting saved and stuff, man? Like, it's like I can't just maneuver and stuff and like create some immaculate stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
What a love at. I think we look like Jesus, dog.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Gone.
Buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
What do we do now, boss?
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
You know what, boss? That ain't a bad idea. Hey, you had about 5 minutes. They ain't do nothing. You're right, you need to give those 6 minutes.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down to about the 43 that time.
Oh, man, you can't even stop him.
Pick up there. It'll be
Let him beat that.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as a game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack.
Oh, that's going to fall all that.
Third and
Lock
long
on what?
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but not before
Lock on what? Man, you better get out that pass defense and play some defense. What's wrong with you, man? You know it's over. I told you that. I just told you last game was a mistake. You gotta listen to what I'm saying now. I saw some stuff in that game. Now I see that kind of blew me. Man, we running your boys over, man. It's over. It's out.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown.
It's on, son. It is on. You're right, you might need.
And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
You're right, you might not need to press that button. The only button you need to press is the panic button.
Has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Well, I'm so scared for everybody on this website right now. I don't know, man. It's going to be a crazy night.
Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end.
In love.
And all that work ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards.
Yeah, because, you know, that ain't the play I usually pick. I tried the other one, the other blitz. And I didn't realize they gonna leave his ass wide open. I did. I would never let his ass open.
Before making the run, heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for
yeah, man, because it sent one more person than the original blitz.
Catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Yeah, they came though. It's the other one. But yeah, oh man, I ain't gonna do it.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Then it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice
okay,
hit.
he must have
Charged the
did.
ball free.
There ain't no way he gonna sit down. There ain't no
Like
way.
this, and he's used to dishing out punishment,
There's
but
no
here,
way that man
he's
standing in
gonna
front of
have
my
to absorb
player
the
and he got a man
contact,
way
and as a
deep down
result,
that field.
they're
There's
holding
no
on to the
way.
football.
I didn't look downfield. I only looked upfield anyway. You see what I'm saying?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left.
They made up for it.
He may try and run for
They made up for it.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's
They
not
ain't give us
enough.
enough
Now it's
yards.
4th.
No, they ain't make up for
And they
it.
had an extra defensive back on the field
They
on
get this
that
first
play,
down, though.
and the
You're gonna be
coverage
mad as
was
hell.
excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
You be mad about this one. You stay mad too. Yeah, you stay mad too. Okay.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. They'll get 19 yards there.
Man, he wasn't even supposed to get on the first place.
First down.
Man, you need to give up, man. You should have gave up last year.
When you play defense and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
We got that monster now, boy. Hey, we making him a monster.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Look at your guys, man. That's sad, man. You need some more guys. You need some more help. Ooh, that is pitiful.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside.
You know what it is? I realize what it is, man.
If they're gonna get
I'm
a
making
first
like,
down out of this, they're gonna have to earn it because
I'm making
there's
like,
been
what
tough
contact
going
with
in the
these
interior
motherfuckers?
there. And here
Like,
we
I'm
are.
kind of like, I'm initiating the contact. That's what I should say.
Gonna be some contact going on.
That's what I should say. I'm initiating the contact. But yeah, that's
They'll bring a receiver in
what's going
motion
on, man.
left.
That's why I'm breaking all these tackles and shit. I'm trying to get you for you.
On 3rd down, that's Davis. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the
What they got
line of
down,
scrimmage.
man?
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Hey, that's rich offense, baby. We finessing this game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way
Oh,
forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On third down, it's Davis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Man, where your
5 yards
defense
is a
at?
pick up there as that extends this drive.
You gotta get it together, man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here.
Well, you better
back
be
at the
lucky.
21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second
Oh,
down.
this outrunning. What, man? I was running the wrong one the whole time. When I call anything, I'm gonna smash him straight touchdown. I was running the wrong play the whole time.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh,
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Shut the door, girl. You make a noise. Come on here. Shut the door. Shut
The
it.
Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
You know, I'm so kind of, yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to sleep, crazy girl.
To throw is Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I can get that blood right for this, Lord. You folks. Hold on. Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, you better do something, cause we in the building. Fucking right, we in the house tonight.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit.
You know we're gonna play it smart, man. You know we got skills up.
Attempt.
Huh? Yeah,
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Oh, that's for you.
So he splits
Yeah,
the
I thought you
uprights
were
there.
gonna,
I would imagine it's nice as a kicker right when it leaves your foot.
Cause Steve can't, you know, he can't too, so I'm not having some more stuff for you. Look, I'm not having look.
Solid analogy. I like it.
Huh?
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away.
Yeah, I came in the road. Right? I had to throw all this stuff on the floor right here. Look. Look down here.
That's fielded in the end zone.
I'm going to make you something else too.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll go out
they get out of bounds too, don't you? You know it too.
Really nice,
yeah, you know it. Hey, boy, you the most scaredest man in America right now. Know who will.
Here we go on 1st down. Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly
you
have
to get fired. You don't produce.
That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. 3rd down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly,
you better go for it all the time. Give me that ball.
Big sack. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
Hey, though, that's what I'm saying. I actually did you see that. I don't think you saw it.
Before halftime. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Your Talcott never did pick up that dude rushed in on the end.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half.
Yeah, but see when I'm saying when I pulled up my what you call on that play.
So this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout.
You see that part, didn't you?
In the waning moments of quarter
but see, when I pulled my what you call up to the play, he never did hit the man on the outside. When I put him in contain, he let it run straight in there. And I never did even, I jumped back in coverage. Actually came in up too fast anyway.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Yeah, this game might be kind of like fucked up.
And now here's a carry heading left.
That shit that just happened just then? Oh, that's scary, boy. You don't run that play no more.
To the end of the first half of play. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report.
Oh, is that all right, too?
So
oh, man, you done fucked up.
3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
What do we do now, boss?
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
You know what, boss? That's not a bad idea, boss.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
I tell y'all what, it's like he texting me talking about I'm running. They don't want to see none of this, dude. Hey, they don't want to see.
On 3rd down. That's Davis, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Game right here.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now a handoff looking right, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the
bro, you got to
sticks.
check this playbook out. This is so scary.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed.
I wasn't even looking at him on the play. I was looking at somebody else. I was like, ran into him. What are you doing?
16 yards. Now they try the right side here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
them motherfuckers ain't blocking nobody.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Couldn't fake it. I ain't got time to play around with that bread like that.
Ryan to send this one away.
I would do it, though.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that
She
when
gave
you
me
set
behind
things
my
up to
bill
start a
done.
half,
Ain't
and you just
selling
tell you
record,
guys, hey,
but
if
I'm
you can
off.
shut them
It's still
down,
a
get it
bill,
back
yeah.
for offense, we can roll.
If you want to
And
take
they
it,
played
yeah,
out
we
perfectly.
can break it
Now,
on.
can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Down.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
They keep right up over there again.
Make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But it also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you play a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch.
What's kind of smash
will come at the 38-yard.
I ain't realize him sitting right there.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, you want to be Michael Jackson bad, huh? You got something just for you.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan.
Give me that. Oh.
And some room to roam now.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Well, you know we ain't playing. Hey, wait till the rest of the night, though. These boys don't understand, though. Yeah, I heard you got nice.
You know, 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended? Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's all right, man. It's okay. Well,
off the play fake, here's Wilson. A swing pass caught.
Get up and down.
Doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way
I know Denzel. He's a good man.
Pick up there, 26 yards. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
God's playing. Oh, Ducky, you can hold on to that man too. I'm sure and get your quarter night done.
Now they try the right side here.
Woo, you like just dress some boys off. I got these boys right now. It took me to play you though to make sure I got them right though.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Huh? Oh yeah. Oh.
Walsh now to kick this one
Where was
off.
he coming from in that play? Yeah, nah, ain't none of the run plays gonna ever work again. I know something about that play. There's one simple thing I have to do on that play, and it's a shift. They'll stop it from both directions. So you can run to the left, but if I'm on shift.
Following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
See how they attack him here. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I got some ball ready to play tonight. Bring that bag too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon.
Yeah.
They stop him behind the line.
Big bees, no honey.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. On second down, Ryan.
Oh!
Out of bounds inside the 35.
Ain't no way.
Really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They find some open field here.
Oh, that's it. Hey, you ain't get no touchdown. You inside the 15, you is not scoring no touchdown. You already know that.
Another big hitter there. This one good for
think the game bad. The game finna be getting real bad.
Think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now.
And he's got his
I ran too far up in that motherfucker. But yeah, you better hurry up and hike that motherfucker. I wasn't even trying to set no players up.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
What you doing, ball down? Oh, right here. Thank you. Take a shoot.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Hurry up. Let me get that. Hurry up.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards.
You better do a conservative tackle.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the
You know we get down the field and drive, right?
Touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
but I'm gonna get you right when I'm coming, though.
What are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10, it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
A dot. I'll show you a chrome dot right here.
On second down, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
All right, we got you. All right, touchdown.
Now Wilson.
Oh, Lord.
In there
Brooks Reed is just blocking just.
The afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
I want to go for it.
Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's
that motherfucker need to roll all the way to the goddamn 20. That's
a big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. This has been a familiar afternoon as they
it's time to unleash the beast.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down.
I told you I had to play for that. You thought I was lying, didn't it? I told you it's a play. I said you can press the button.
And it'll bring up third down.
When I watch watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play
man,
on it
come on,
when it's
man.
in the air. That's
You even
exactly
pulled
what
that
he
one,
did
man.
there. That was nice.
You even pulled that one.
3rd and long. It's Ryan.
I told
This
you!
is going to be incomplete.
Yeah!
Looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique.
I told you, man. I told you the thing on here. I told you what to do.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And the back goes into motion.
Yeah.
The Falcons will go for it.
Oh, they get him. Oh, Lord. Ah!
Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal to go now. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
Man.
But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even
man, you know how bad I want to take this ball over now.
But I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Yeah. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So a big spot forthcoming for the kicker, Blair Walsh. This for the lead in the final stages. And Walsh able to convert it. His kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Somebody should have hit stick
back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
You come on with it.
Now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it,
you're going to run to that brick wall, too, next time.
That's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is hit pretty hard from
Give up that ball.
He's knocked down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high.
And after the good game last time, this time they say
nobody.
As he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow.
Oh!
Sure there as it's
No!
It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. The 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
It's over.
He had his eyes on the end zone.
It's over.
At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you. And you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Matter what, we put Sherm over there in this corner. That's why we put Sherm in this corner over there.
Take it all the way down and just take the
That's
delay.
baby.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movement.
He ain't gonna do nothing to me.
No up-tempo at all.
I'm gonna call my big brother.
I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, Mike, I had to play you in a little bit.
So the D-line's going to...
No, I wasn't talking to you right now. I had my sister had wanted to watch the game, so I had put it on YouTube for she in Seattle. Matter of fact,
we'll see if they want to use
I think she's in Seattle.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance
Yeah,
to
no, I
stop
ain't
the
going
clock
Twitch
here,
with it.
and we'll be back.
Oh man.
This offense
I hope
so
you ain't been
far on
misleading the
3rd
people,
down,
man.
Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Yeah, 3rd and goal. No, let's run play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout
No
by
field.
the
I shouldn't been
offense.
kicking no field goals in the
It's
first
just their
place.
first. They've got 2
Let me
more
get
to
the
use
touchdown, man.
here in the final
Get some
stages.
understanding around here, so you think we get lucky.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right.
Oh!
And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
That really
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good.
Yeah.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
I don't know. It might be like an hour or something before.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you
Sure! 3 interceptions on Julio.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We come. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bag and I want on my 50s and cash.
Are you back again, huh?
I need 20 models.
You gonna have to do something. Hey, you gonna have to blow me up. You already know that. Hey, boy, some boys out here want some. These boys, they want some beef on here tonight. I'm finna smash all of them, too. They think it looks sweet. Yeah. They don't need to be waiting next to fix it, they need to fix it now. They need to jump in the screen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always.
Said a lot over here now. I've been waiting for so long.
Presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Let me keep on running or something.
Good shape as they get it up past the 30. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed.
I'm really gonna piss you off now.
Gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Let's play it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
I'm only gonna do it 'cause I know you hate it.
On 3rd down, it's Davis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strong man, John Ryan on the punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts.
50. But I'm up 50.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but
man,
now look at this
I
field
dare you to
position.
do
He almost took
anything.
the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play.
Oh, they gave me the ball. You touched the ball. Oh, man, you done gave
That's what coaches harp on all the time.
Let me ease on up there then.
Big plays that'll change the game, and that may have been one that just did.
And now a timeout defensively by the
sure
Falcons.
did, yep. It touched your arm, it touched your dual leg. I pushed you into the ball down there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Davis taking it in from a yard out. And
now that makes sense, though. That's why your dude made that "oh" noise or whatever.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
I don't know, boy.
In the end zone.
I think you're going to be able to shake back after this one.
Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
If you run that, man, I'm finna, all right. I'm finna.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
Okay.
Looking deep for who? And that's caught inside the 35.
Good play.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I know do for that, though.
Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down. That's Davis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. He'll buy some time right.
Oh,
now
shit.
He'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first.
Well, you're mashing all kind of buttons, ain't you?
Connect.
Oh, touchdown.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I will keep running by. You can't stop.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now they try the right side here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
You look like Tilton.
This one is down he goes. Mike Bennett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
It's
Big Sherm in the house.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
It's caught.
Come on, man.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Ryan on 1st down. 20! And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, Ryan dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They're going to run this with a tight end.
Got about the damn play.
Gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Touchdown, baby.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
That wasn't even in bounds, man.
For 2 reasons. Quarterback gets
Oh,
outside the pocket
Lord.
and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
He bust.
Now a handoff looking right, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
A lot of time, I know.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now they try the right side here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
On 3rd down, that's Davis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm tripping.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Right,
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Being chased out left. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run.
Council on the field now.
And incomplete.
Yes.
The contact made the ball
Ain't
run
nothing
free
flying.
and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 11 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And this play will be blown up.
Today, baby.
Lose yardage back at the 38.
New play.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And some space here. And they'll bring him down
Man, I was going to sling your rock down the field,
it's just a
man.
gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. He's got a man. Complete. And
they play me anyway.
Down to the 36
yeah, well, I ain't trying to throw the ball no more. I
it's
completely
a big
stop.
hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 51 yards. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but, you know, you consider where this drive started. You can probably label it a success.
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Block at the man in motion. Block it in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. And that'll set them back 5. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. He's going to be taken down, but not before yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to run with Freeman. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Oh, now you want to get back on the microphone. Nah. Look at you.
Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So
I know what you thought.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it.
I ain't been able to get down deep ball.
Position couldn't hold on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Whoosh.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come on, man. Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed, able to disrupt the 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I know it, man. I
Time
know
for
it.
a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Nowhere to escape.
Smashing
He
man
goes
left
down.
and right.
Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
There's Ryan.
Yeah, no, you gotta hit it.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Oh, man,
Good
cut
pick
it
up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass
Yeah,
play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the...
All right. Look.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercovers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 I'm it. Squad.
Oh, man. Playboy, you put 300 on, huh? Oh, yeah, baby.
Now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come. Mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get face that before so I lift it up.
I gotta load. I gotta load this thing on here, man.
I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your honest. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever.
You already know you don't stand the chance. You better go there and play Rico Santana.
We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
Yeah, send 75. You know you ain't finna beat me.
fuck up. So many. So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. Yeah. What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no felony. Forward thinking, yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just made a debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get in my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a car chase speeding. And if my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but at airplane mode. Code, no P code, no time to change clothes. Same clothes, love if you're living by the same code. G code, leave. You do that to me, back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I'll never need. Sacrifices.
8:30 will be a call. I'm gonna make sure you get. What time you wanna wake you up?
So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed.
Okay.
My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices.
I'm gonna come ahead.
That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. But I cut the
running
out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed.
Oh, we just never did put it on now.
Diamond shining in no dog light. Get my mind right.
Hey, man, I'm supposed to win that second game too. Now I was up. What you call it? We just be putting it on. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to really put it on the thing. We just run two of them and then put it on there. So you know, anyway, cause you get the rewards then anyway. So whatever it be on the other stuff.
Watch how I lead the posse. I made an deposit. Paid all these dudes with the
yeah, I got a Premier, whatever you call it, account or whatever it is.
Heard you sacrifice your life for that change.
Nuh-uh.
She sacrificed that money for white. Left hand got 3 rings. That's brum. We up one. Bad, dear savage.
But nah, I just do that anyway, so just I don't know.
That's gonna wanna make your friends come. Make way with the time.
I used them a long time ago though when I played somebody. I used them a long time ago. I ain't really know what was going on. Yeah, I seen that shit. I mean, I had got one day. I had got like $200 or something. About that. I had about to punch one day. I got.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18
Yeah, man,
on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars
in a
going up
few
against
minutes.
Wilson's
Wait till after the kickoff there.
Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks
you better be ready.
their football in Seattle. This was the scene.
Oh, you went to the Jags then, huh?
As the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening.
We threw the 49ers out the window.
They're set for football. So are we as the Seahawks.
We threw the 49ers out the window. Man, you been you pick the 49. I'm gonna roast you. This go around. Yes, sir. This ain't none of the old days. Hey, what this on? This on YouTube or this on YouTube, right? Okay. What it say that went? What does it say like when you How you know it's on?
To match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, okay. I ain't never know that. Cause I had when I had put it on there, though, I was like, I had I still had one to watch. I'm trying to figure out how all the people ended up. Not today. Ain't no run. Listen to me. I want you to listen real clear. There's no running today. Real clear. It's never ever gonna happen. Ever again while I'm playing man. So Shane, just so you'll know, there's no ever running again on me. So you might well learn how to pass the football. Ain't gonna be no running game, I'm telling you. There's no running going on in this game.
Bortles to throw on second down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
Man, they will let that big slow-mo man get that. Okay.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up on the outside as well.
It's all with. Shut down. Everybody.
So that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
vicious.
to go in the middle.
You better not even pass the ball, sir. You better run the ball. That's the best thing for you.
Fournette, a first down carry.
I don't know that's the best thing for you.
He maybe got a yard.
I told you, man, ain't no running, no football. You just don't get it, do you?
I had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have
point in your life, you just have to man up.
We just saw there one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Yeah, so better not do that. I don't know what you're doing, but you better not do that. That shit ain't look like it'll work.
On second down, here's Fournette.
Oh, nice play though.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Nice play though,
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I didn't know if you want to try to counter me or not. That's why they kind of work.
About them needing to establish the run game, they'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they run it to the inside.
You know we're lurking.
When they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside.
You know we're lurking.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fournette fighting through. And he takes it in. Touchdown. Jacksonville.
I had called for pass coverage anyway. I knew he was gonna break them tackles anyway. He was gonna break every last one on.
And the Jags have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive.
I know better than I am. I forgot who I'm playing now.
And how about setting the tone right away?
Yeah, stop doing that.
Talks
Yeah,
about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone?
I'm playing you anyway. I forgot you're running all 4 downs just like me.
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Got a couple games lined up, though. Man, stop cutting that now, man. I heard you playing Rico all day.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I don't understand that, brother.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go again with Davis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
They try to get it to you, too, boy. That's one thing about them, boy. Jacksonville, I forgot who I'm playing, too. Jacksonville, boy. They one of them teams you can't even go for on 4th down anyway. Like, seem like their whole defensive line just they can collapse.
They'll run with Davis. And he went backwards.
Good play.
He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles.
You don't want to see me anyway.
Only near the sideline, but
I
also
don't know why you still up. It's past your bedtime.
Here's Davis now. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. 3rd down now following the run.
First down.
On the carry, it's Davis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
I wish you want the ball over. I can't do it. I can't get it to you
right
right now.
Down, here's the Canadian-born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle.
Thing.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Jags taking over on offense here in a second, and what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good draft, really supplemented in free agency, and yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back in wide receiver and another playmaking tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards in time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Fournette on the counter. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
What's he thinking about?
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hit the outside. Yeah, he's going to hit the outside. He tried to dig in one time. Got dug.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's got the hook up to Lee.
Damn.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Who was that? Lee ain't that fast.
Marquise Lee, 59 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Wilson. And a big loss here. He's taken down. Miles Jack able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17.
They would have blocked him. It would have been all right, because I would have threw a dude wide open.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A handoff to Fournette. He takes it
both my dudes is missing, man. That's going to make no sense.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On second down, here's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You only have over a second to get rid of that ball.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again.
I don't think you heard what I said.
They weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like
I mean, you only got a part of the second to get rid of that ball.
Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player at the other, and they just locked people down.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away.
He put the mic down.
Now it's Lockett. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Michael Jackson. Yeah, man, you got crazy defense.
Now Davis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What we got?
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Nice artwork.
Off the play fake.
Pretty good.
Here's Wilson.
Got him.
On the move to
Got
his
him.
left. And some room to maneuver. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Just a yard first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends,
got the little back spin, right? It's nice.
Big people, because they're going to have to eat up.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Yeah, I've been working on my back stroke.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there.
I had messed around and pressed the wrong button. When I'm playing smart early, and I go ahead and click into the game with the wrong playbook, and I ain't realized well, so I just go ahead and start playing with it. I've been liking it. That was today.
And out now comes
I feel like learning everything up here.
Ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to put field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
You might want to give me 1 second. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go to the head.
They will take a knee here.
I should have been pressed all the time out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Play ball.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
You lost your mind.
Feeling about a yard deep. Stays on his feet. Ooh. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Touchdown.
We'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Oh.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Lord. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down. That's Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
You don't have to go get somebody else. You could beat me with them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he went nowhere.
Like
backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The pitch to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer.
And now look at this. Big gain and a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Oh, man, boy. No man to have all the power. You can't afford to pay your light bill.
All the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming. Just
Fournette loses it. It's out. And the
somebody gonna run to the Earl Thomas over there.
You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey,
out of here entertainment.
Defense here. Not a problem
at
all,
game.
Man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now here's a carry heading left. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here.
They just let me get on through there. I'll be all right.
But not before picking up the first. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7
wide, been wide open. I missed him.
He'll be brought down
He wide in the end zone, center wide open.
Line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
On 3rd down, that's Davis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try once more. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
You 1st down.
But he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Hey, little dude, so tired. I don't even want to run the ball with him. I thought he would kill that dude.
Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
I dove for it. I think this is what gave me the extra little push.
Have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Love man, skills, man. All right, here you go.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no.
Man, them skills, T.Y.
A big
no-no. Put
that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays.
No escaping this time. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to...
Oh, man, they played the boy.
You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down.
Plagiarism going on here in the NFL.
Did they blanket him?
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in.
That's in the boy now.
Chose to force
Sorry.
it somewhere incomplete.
Sorry, not sorry.
Fourth down.
What is he doing?
Now Bortles, gotta have this one. Looking and finding out.
They already had made Madu play some crazy shit. They made one of them do this shit. He don't even have to sit in. Then they took.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A toss running left, Fournette. There he goes inside the 30.
Man, they play on fourth down, man. They made my dude jump into my regular.
And now all of a sudden the shoes kind of.
I mean, they made some kind of way they made Wagner jump out into a flat. He in the middle linebacker. I don't know how they did that, man. Just the play was all messed up when I looked at it. Then my defensive end went to a seam flat. It was crazy.
Again, it's Fournette.
Hit him up.
This time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw.
Don't you just stand there, one on squat and just stand there and looked at him.
6 yards there to
right in his face.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Play ball. We're coming out block this one, though.
This one sends us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
You would have probably
busted up. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Put that limbo step on.
Out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory.
The limbo step on.
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call.
No man should have all the power. You can't afford to pay the light bill.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Look at that.
They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one.
We're going to figure something out. We're going to rally you.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Wilson. Escaping the
Who is that?
Can't find anywhere to go.
Man, that man ain't that fast, man. Yeah, leave.
Loss of 11 on
what was that?
And it'll be 4th down.
Let's see what's going on here. I had to see something, man, because they could be suspect. Yeah, alright. You got the power for it. You got that accuracy. The thing is, finna go so fast, I'd rather punt the ball.
Here's John Ryan now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there,
do now, Playboy?
you can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Okay. Okay.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Standing on here for missing out for what? Yeah, that's over here. Beautiful play. I swear it is. If you do nothing bad.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What are you going to do?
Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname.
I couldn't take no loss with me missing no field goal. I feel a lot more comfortable with you marching it all the way down there getting a field goal. I said I couldn't have took no loss with the field goal. I feel a lot more comfortable if you march it all the way down the field and get a field goal.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Straighten up, I swag. Stupid.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
You know, we're going to pit-pat him all across the moon. That's right. Oh, yeah, we got this.
Fournette.
Shit.
And able to get this one.
Missed the goddamn tag. I ain't had no been trying to hit stick anyway.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block, and right now, he's almost unstoppable.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw is Bortles. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Big B's, no honey.
They've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And that's
and you know what? It's so crazy. And you know what's so crazy about that play, man? It was like somebody wide open for some reason. And I seen where nobody went guarding the running back, man. They had no, both of the wide receivers, tight end and him was wide open. I call it I need to take a little nap. Nah, I'm sitting up. I've been staring at the screen too long.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyro.
He's knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for